guys. Yeah, I got fired, and I've never been fired before from any job, and it's just crazy to me. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I had some scrap, but like I'm new, and I don't feel like I had any more scrap than anybody else, including people who had been there for years. And I really think the reason why I got fired is because the other day I was working with one of their long-term employees, like the queen bee of the whole factory, and she was mad at them because they were making her work with somebody else, and I just happened to be the lucky person that she had to work with. And she was just like taking it out on me. She was being really hateful. She was being really condescending. Like, she asked me, have I ever threaded a needle before, which is crazy because I've been there for almost 3 months. Of course I've threaded a needle before, so that kind of thing. And she told me I was wasting time, just really hateful things. And she had this like stank ass energy on her, and I felt like it was a hostile environment. And so I didn't lose my shit or anything like that. I just went up to my supervisor, or my lead supervisor, I guess, or whatever, and I told him that exactly what I just said. She was making like condescending comments that weren't helpful or productive, and I felt like I was in a hostile environment. I felt like she was mad at me because I was slower than her, which of course I'm going to be slower than her. I'm new. She's been there for years, and I would like to work with somebody else. I was really polite. I'm always very polite. I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't like lose it on, or anything like that. But like, I started crying because she also was in this conversation, and she started like being very hateful. Like, I don't even remember what all she said because it was just very like erratic. You know how like when somebody gets accused of doing something that they've done that they don't want to like own up to because like they can never see like their way wrong or whatever. Anyways, it was like one of those. She was just like very I don't know, like hostile. And so I got upset. I started crying, and I mean like bawling pretty bad. It was like ridiculous. But then for like 3 days I got to work with somebody else, and then they put me back to working with her the past couple of days, and it's been fine. I'm not the type of person that is gonna make a big deal about things like it was yesterday, like today's today or whatever. So like, I don't really know what their problem is. Everybody's been acting weird for the past like few days. Like, won't look me in the eye, just like being very like kind of like not rude, but just, yeah, I'm just gonna say it, like shitty to me. And so I was like, man, everybody's weird. But that's why, because they were gonna fire me, and I don't appreciate that. It seems like they could have fired me days ago, or they could have let me know that they were going to fire me today, and I could have been looking for another job. Also, I find it the timing suspect because I'm about to go full-time within their company. You are on a 3-month probationary period, and then after 3 months they have to give you a raise and pay you benefits. And so that's coming up. So the supervisor, the plant supervisor, whatever, is like, yeah, we just don't think you're a good fit. You have too much scrap. And then they escorted me out, which really made me feel like a piece of shit. Like, and I wasn't even upset. I was just like, okay, I said, thank you for the opportunity. I hope that makes him feel like shit, because people are really shitty.